These card games are what Jordan McLaughlin sells through his business Rookie Mage Games. He tells me China is the most affordable and viable option for production. Options in the United States, he says, are both limited and too expensive. Now McLaughlin is fighting back with a lawsuit against President Trump. Just like in Jordan McLaughlin's card games, life is all about the cards you've been dealt. McLaughlin started Rookie Mage Games in 2019, launching his first game, Don't Get Stabbed.
So this is a horror comedy about kind of like slasher movies from the 80s.
What began as a side project became a full-time job a few years later.
I've always been kind of like the creative person in my family.
McLaughlin says that business was on the rise until President Trump increased tariffs imposed on imports from China. His last order shipped to the U.S. when tariffs were at 20%. Tough, he says, but manageable.
For this order, I had to pay $3,000 for the tariff, roughly about. It's, I know in the grand scheme of, where Donald Trump and politicians think that's not a big number, but for me, that's a large chunk of my marketing budget. That's several months of groceries that are now, I've got to find another way to make up for.
He hasn't raised prices yet, but now with tariffs as high as 145%, he says another order from China could break him.
The next time I order, if that's an 145% tariff, I'm out of business.
McLaughlin says that he has another card up his sleeve. Choosing to fight back. He's joined a lawsuit against Trump alongside other gaming companies, claiming the tariffs are a political move for attention. He says the import tax on Chinese goods is directly hurting his business. The lawsuit argues President Trump didn't have the authority to impose the tariffs the way that he did.
I worked hard for this, and my peers worked really hard to build their businesses, and so I'm not just going to stand by and watch that all get erased.
Trump recently saying that in order to strike a deal with China, the country must become more open to U.S. products and businesses. In the meantime, McLaughlin is left waiting and worrying about the future of his business. On your side, Nick Veland, Fox 28 News.